Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I'm SamuraiT-X and I'm Solid Snake. What a way to end the investigation. We almost were killed by the Mafia. D. Vasquez wanted that photograph so badly. But Gumshoe saved us. So, thank you, Detective Gumshoe. Now, we're ready to go into this final day. Let's hope we get to the bottom of this and end this trial once and for all, because this is the third day, and there's only 3 days that we can take to get our verdict. So, it's all or nothing. Go for broke. We have to go for broke. It's all or nothing. Do or die. Well, I'm just adding that up, but yeah, you know what's at risk. It's either Will Powers is guilty or not guilty. And today is the final day, so let's go.
October 20th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4. After intense investigation yesterday, we are entering the courtroom. D. Vasquez is ready to, she's ready to testify. That's it, testify, so let's go.
Indeed. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Sorry, guys, again. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems to be on the edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation?
D. Vasquez, I'm producer for Studios.
On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2?
As everyone knows here, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you pontificate, do it. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here.
Edgeworth's had it tough this trial, man. This case. Oof. Well, very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give your court the testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay.
Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Witness testimony, the day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp, it ended at 4. Wow, that's pretty long. 4 hours meeting. So there was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I let Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later, when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you?
The van.
There was a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk with that monkey's head toppling over. Yes. Okay. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Well, let's do it. We're gonna push on every statement. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in at the employee area? No. I always liked this. Terse? Yes. Oh dear. did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony.
The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk, it hurts my ears.
Poor Edgeworth. Okay, let's talk about that again. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Okay, maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on. All you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. Okay. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean?
It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the studio to van.
Oh, alright. At 2:30 you took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Okay. Push on that, we want more information. Press. And what were you doing during that time?
Don't hit your desk. It irritates me.
Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops.
It was a 15-minute break.
Now this statement bothers me right here. They ate a T-bone steak in front of the trailer. Well, of course, when we was at the trailer, remember when we went in Studio 2 trailer, there was no bones on the plate. So did they eat the bones too? I really doubt they ate the bones too. No one eats bones. Anyway, let's present the steak plate. Because you can't eat the bone. Because if you ate a T-bone steak, you obviously leave the bone. Just like you eat a chicken with a bone, you leave the bone there. You don't eat the bone. Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee room. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Ms. Vasquez and Mr. Menard ate at a table outside the trailer. See, the plates are bare, like I said. Yet there was no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Ms. Vasquez, tell me how that person can eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone. I think I know how. She ate the bone because she's an animal. I'm joking. I wouldn't say she ate boneless steak because they said Penny cooked that she cooked a T-bone steak. So I'm gonna say she didn't eat it. Because also, do you see there's an incinerator in the background of the Studio 2 by the van? There's an incinerator at the back. So probably she threw the bone in there too. Or maybe the food. I'm gonna go for you didn't eat steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. See? I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Well, obviously she picks on salmonella, but we gotta go for meat and Steel Samurai because we know the Steel Samurai went to Studio 2. So she was meeting Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order! What are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. But Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright?
Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it?
Yes.
Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well.
Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am sure you can see as a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? Well, come to think of it, she's very small, so I wouldn't think she's strong enough to pick up the samurai spear. Because the spear's bigger than her and it must be a heavy weapon, so I'm gonna go for you couldn't. I think you would have had a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha! You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. Why? Because it was broken. And yeah, pretty much it was broken. And it was mended with duct tape and stuff like that, so I would rule that out as a possibility of it being a murder weapon, of course. I present here my proof. And besides, the steel samurai was in a costume, so I doubt it could impale such a costume. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order, order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence! I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Edgeworth, you're really having it hard this trial. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the weapon, then pray tell that what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us how to... Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? Well, when we come back, folks, we'll play more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney and give you an answer. Until then, thanks for watching. Catch you guys later.